My years I've spent from brand managing companies to turning podcasting into a six-figure side hustle changed tremendously when I started to brand manage the talent that was on the show and later on created Pod Pro Max. And I'm telling you right now, you gotta realize that in the year 2025, that this is the year you have to understand the power of your voice and you have to use it. And if you're gonna do anything to be successful long-term on your own, you gotta see the value in being a guest on podcasts. Yo, listen, fam, if you're listening to today's episode, first and foremost, thank you for rocking with us. This could be your very first time ever checking out the show. School's over now, what? So we appreciate you. But today, I want to jump right into what you're seeing right now. Probably be the title of this episode. And that is, you got to realize that in the year 2025, that this is the year you have to understand the power of your voice and you have to use it. And if you're going to do anything to be successful long-term on your own, you got to see the value in being a guest on podcasts. Guys, I've seen the most amazing things happen, not only for the actual listener of the show, but the person who was giving the advice. My years I've spent from brand managing companies to turning podcasting into a six-figure side hustle changed tremendously when I started to brand manage the talent that was on the show and later on created Pod Pro Max. And I'm telling you right now, you have to get yourself out in the forefront. So I want to share with you 3 strategies you could be doing to get yourself on more shows, or perhaps get yourself on your very first podcast. Here's strategy number 1. Where are you paying attention to? Some of the most amazing shows right now that actually have a core audience and listener is a hyper-specific show that may not have a large audience. They just got the right audience. And that is the key if you really want to do this the right way. You don't just want to be on a show because everybody's sharing it, everyone is talking about it. It's the most liked thing on Instagram. No. You want to spend your time on a podcast that has the audience that loves the offer, that loves to, see that you even exist. Number 2, once you have identified that you match up correctly with this show, meaning that if you were on this show, their audience could benefit from X, Y, and Z, then the next thing you want to do is you want to reach out to that particular person. And when you reach out to them, you can find their email through many, many different ways. So I'm going to tell you one of my favorite ways to find an email is just go to their Instagram handle and it's probably already there. And the last thing I want to tell you is when you pitch yourself with confidence. You have what it takes. You're an expert. They're waiting for you. Get yourself out there. Don't let this be the year that you do not take podcasting seriously. Guys, we'll catch you next week. And for those of you that have been listening, I want you to always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.
Yo, what you think? I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I want to know what you learned. So if you wouldn't mind, would you take a screenshot of you listening to the podcast on your phone right now? Upload to your Instagram stories, tag me at Shawn Anthony _ and then let me know in that Instagram story what is one thing that you learned. I love hearing from you, my listeners, thought leaders, former or current students all around the world. Let me know, and while you're doing this, go inside the podcast app, subscribe, leave a 5-star review and a 5-star rating. Again, this helps us reach more people. And if you want to be a part of this mission, helping us change the world one person at a time, it makes a massive difference by you leaving a review. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. And remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.